So the one other question we had from the game is, so it was the same pitch, because you said, and very interesting, you say that maybe Hardik somewhere knew that he's not going to get full 4 overs from his spinners, and that's a bit surprising, I'd say, because it's the same ground, same pitch, and we can show these stats, Shivam, if we can. I don't know, can you cut to it or yeah. So why is there such a contrast between the two sets of spinners having played at the same pitch?
Saranga and Theeksana, if as a pair they are available, any T20 country would have them in their 11.
Sure.
So they're also, if not mystery spinner, they are very effective T20 bowlers. A. B, I think when the Indians started bowling in the second innings, there must have been some due. Akshar, for all his batting, is not one of the best T20 bowlers that you'll have. You know, he starts bowling medium pace. Chahal, a horrible time. Also look at the Sri Lankan batting and the Indian batting. Your batting is not just weak against the spinners in one-days and test matches. Even the younger lot was struggling. Yeah. I mean, just look at how your batsmen were getting out. They were trying to play this shot at the Wankhede Stadium, knowing it's a good wicket to hit the ball through the line. How did the Sri Lankans hit you? They hit you here. They did not go this side. So the art of playing.
No, that's the worry.
Was there due? As
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Because yesterday apparently it was very hot.
Sure.
It was very hot.
Yeah, so if it was hot,
it was around 34, 35 degrees.
Yeah. Hot as in humid.
And it was windy also, by the way.
Because
it was windy yesterday.
That's fine, but the sea breeze also comes, na? So Bombay becomes very humid. It's very humid. I'm not saying there must have been a lot of dew, but there must have been some dew.
But that. The bigger worry for me is even the right-handers went after Chahal and they successfully got the desired results also.
One of them was Hasaranga.
Exactly.
Who's of an all-rounder. One thing that I did notice, maybe I don't know whether the spinners made a mistake there. I was looking at what the Sri Lanka, especially Theekshana, his length was outstanding. I can't remember a cut or a pull shot that was played against Theekshana in the 4 overs that he bowled. The other question I wanted to raise, because we were comparing the two spinners, various reasons giving, like Vikrant gave, some of how the Sri Lankan batsmen actually played vis-a-vis the Indian players. Maybe something was there. There are also talks about dew, maybe that. Or as I said, maybe length was slightly, at least what I noticed, what I remember. I haven't really seen the pitch map, so I don't know whether that was the one.
Maybe it became a little easier to bat on in the second inning. Sometimes that does happen, to be fair, underlines.
But I for Chahal at least, I thought his line could have been maybe on off stump.
Because now I've just taken out, we've got some stats on Chahal, and maybe all of us can weigh in. Is it a time to be worried with Yuzi's form? And the reason I've taken after T20 World Cup, because firstly he didn't
you could have taken it after Asia Cup also. The stats wouldn't have changed.
Yeah. No, but the reason I took it now, because there's plenty of talk of that break happening.
Yeah.
And whether that break has affected him. So these are his ODI numbers, not great.
These are ODIs.
Yeah, 3 matches, no wickets at an economy of 6.7, and show his T20I numbers. Yeah, so he's 3 matches, 2 wickets, but that economy is worrisome, almost touching 10. I'm saying, is it too early to judge? Or maybe it is, because we're looking at only 6 matches and a period of about 2 months. But is it a cause for concern going forward?
It has to be. If he is your premier leg spinner or even a spinner. If you talk about a frontline spinner, I think Chahal is your first frontline spinner.
We here have so many times been very vocal about him.
In fact, why is it more worrying is because I think you pointed out this thing yesterday, that there is a concern considering the depth in Indian spin bowling.
Yeah.
So if Yuzi is not doing well, then who do you go and look for to get those wickets, especially from a spinner? So if UZ doesn't get you those wickets, then
Yeah, then I mean, only two names that are coming to your mind is maybe a Kuldeep because he's now
Yeah.
kind of scheme of
Yeah.
things, and a Washington Sundar who's done well and is there, but different spinners.
But Washington Sundar, I was Arshdeep, we got to know later that he wasn't too well.
Yeah.
Then I would have wanted to see a Washington Sundar in that 11 yesterday.
Yeah, the only thing, as we said, maybe because
Lot of
Huda is
right-handers.
that also Huda is that off spinner, so you thought I'll go with him
But,
and he'll do the
but
job.
we
of
have
two.
played two leg spinners also in the same 11.
Yeah.
So, and
So you said two off spinners, but there were only two left-handed batsmen in the Sri Lankan team.
That is a concern.
no, but still, because I don't think Washington Sundar is his bowling at least is dependent on the fact that whether a batsman is left-hander or right-hander. He bowls his, at least in T20s, he knows how to cramp the batsman.
Especially in the power plays,
Exactly.
Does it, I mean, long-term worry? Just show the both stats. We've got his after the T20I World Cup. Three T20Is he's played, almost economy of 10, only 2 wickets. ODI numbers. Shivam, ODI numbers for him, ODI. Yeah, also 3 matches, he's got no wickets, economy is 6.7. I'm not saying he's reached a stage where you're looking to replace him, but
Is this
ODI.
ODIs? Okay.
yeah, after T20 World Cup we've done, the only reason we've done
He's
after
got to
T20
pick wickets, yeah.
World Cup.
The leg
Yeah.
spinner's got to be in the side to pick wickets.
Yeah.
If you don't pick wickets and you concede runs, obviously your place will be under the scanner. Yes, he's been unfortunate. He missed out on the last World Cup, the 2021 World Cup, and then even this World Cup when the
Didn't get
team
a
management
chance.
did not play him. I'm sure his confidence has gone down, as would be for any other bowler. But then he's got to fight it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You can't now just sit back and sulk and say कि मेरी opportunity चली गई.
Yeah.
You have to create opportunities, and he didn't bowl all that well yesterday. The line that he was bowling to the Sri Lankans, knowing fully well that they on this wicket they've got this area covered. I mean, he's got to bowl a bit slower. He needs to get the ball to break a bit more, come onto the off stump,
and it was a pitch that was gripping.
yeah.
So it was a pitch which was very unusual.
Akshar, unfortunately, had a very mediocre World Cup.
Show Akshar's number also, please.
Akshar, if you take,
I've got his numbers from, so because with him we got now, so this is since the T20 World Cup.
Start
So
or end?
No, since the start of the T20 World Cup. So the ODI only played 2,
Yeah.
got 2 wickets as Everton economy, and show the T20Is. Yeah. So this is through, actually, because you were talking about the T20 World Cup. So this is through the T20 World Cup, and now 6 matches, he's got 3 wickets and economy of 9. So I mean, almost where UZ is. So yeah.
So, which means that once Ravindra Jadeja comes back, and if he's fit, Akshar automatically goes out without a fight.
Yeah, Jadeja won't.
Exactly.
Without a fight.
Yes.
So without a fight.
Yeah.
And if I were the team management, I would rather play Washington Sundar in Pune than Akshar Patel. Yes, he batted brilliantly well. He bowled the last over. 2 balls were what India, 2 good balls is what India needed. He bowled those 2 good balls. But I think Akshar Patel's bowling in T20s, it's a lot to be desired.
You know what I thought with Akshar, maybe I thought his numbers weren't good in Australia because those are the kind of pitches that didn't suit him, but thought that when he's going to come back to India, these pitches will suit his bowling style.
He's
but
bowling
that's not.
too quick.
Yeah.
Even in Wankhede yesterday, I think you've got to bowl a bit slower. He's more like a left-arm medium pacer, yeah. You can't keep doing that.
And you also have to realize that, see, Ravindra Jadeja, just on the basis of his bowling, doesn't merit, at least in T20s, may not merit a place in the 11. He has improved his batting a lot. I think Akshar also has realized, I think he is also improving as a batter. Because he knows that just on the basis of his bowling, he may not make it into the 11. Sure. So he has to work on his batting, and that we saw yesterday also. A couple of overs where he gave away, say, 20 odd runs, maybe, of just more than that, and a decent lower order bat.